We are reminding you that you are one with all that is. You are one with your entire reality. Every aspect of your reality, everything you see on the outside, everything you perceive, your home, your town, your friends, the trees in your yard, you are one with everything in that reality. This is who you are. You are at the center of that reality in your body, perceiving that things are outside of you and disconnected. That's the illusion of separation. However, you realize that you are connected. You have technology that connects you to virtually every one and every place on this earth. You know that you could call someone or email them or text them. You have access to this. If you think about your great, great, great grandparents before this technology emerged, they were still connected, yet they felt more separate. And in that feeling of separation at that time, there was more fear. As humanity has risen in perspective/vibration, you've brought on technology that connects you more and more and more. And this will keep progressing and progressing. But you're not only connected to the whole planet, you're connected fully to your inner self, your guides and supporters, source itself, the entire non-physical realm, and every other civilization in the universe. You are connected to it all. You are one with it all. But if you would like to bring it down to your reality, what you are observing in your reality is various aspects of you. How you perceive those aspects of yourself determines your overall perspective in every area of your life. If you perceive that things are going well in some area of your life, you have a high perspective in that area. If you perceive that things are not going well by your own judgment, you are demonstrating a more limited perspective in that area. The perspective is always translated to a vibration, and the vibration brings to it or attracts to it a reality that reflects it. Before the reality can change, you must change your perspective/vibration. Now, there's nothing you actually need to do to change that vibration. You don't need to sit there and hum or wish or hope or pray that the outside conditions are different than they are. You practice inner work. You practice acceptance. You practice love. You practice everything on the opposite end of the spectrum from fear to love, or from separation to connection. Those in most fear are feeling most separate. Those in most love are feeling more connection. This connection is the truth of this and all realities. The separation is the illusion. Now, if you can imagine yourself prior to your birth, wanting very much to come into this reality and experience this illusion of separation, you must know that there's something about you, something about your power, your strength, your willingness to expand that brought you into this reality. This reality is a pinnacle of the illusion of separation. It does not exist at this intensity anywhere else. It's the Mount Everest of separation. And you are all the climbers of that Mount Everest. You are expert climbers. You very much wanted to be here, and you wanted to challenge yourself to remember who you truly are. And of course, you do this by raising your perspective of yourself in your reality in every area of your life. As you do, you are brought out of the illusion of separation and into the reality of connection. This is what you all truly want. Anything you think you want is based in a limited perspective. What you truly want is to be guided and to move along on a journey that leads to remembering who you are. We call it self-discovery. You act on a little bit of inspiration, you move into an experience, you get the information in that experience, and you move to a higher, lighter, easier density where you remember more and more and more about who you truly are and that you're fully connected. This is love. You've all made your way to this information, to this call today, whether you're on this call live or listening at a later date, because this was your primary intention, to expand in joy. You are coming to this reality, like all others, to expand, and you will expand through the experiences that you intended to have prior to your birth. You will have those experiences and you will expand. And it's over in a blink of an eye from the non-physical perspective. But you who are living this life have a choice. It's a choice of three options. When a condition comes along, we'll call it a manifestation event that you do not like, you will immediately feel separation. This is the ping of negative emotion. That's fine. That's just to be recognized. But from there, you will make your choice, either to sink into a more limited perspective, which will cast you into a lower emotional state of being and take you on a little detour to discover who you're not. In this state, you will birth strong desires and you will be led to those desires. However, in a lower emotional state of being, perceiving yourself as a victim, meaning that outside conditions are making you feel something from your belief system, you are at a vibrational dissonance from the vibration of that desire or anything else you truly want. Another option is to feel the ping of that manifestation event and the associated negative emotion, and then shift your perspective. See how this situation could be good. See how it possibly could be right, could be for you, could be leading you to everything you truly want, could have information in it, such as pointing out a limiting belief. And then you will notice you feel better. And that's wonderful. You will elevate into a higher emotional state of being, and you will be more receptive to further inspiration, to accessing intuition, direct communication, clarity, understanding, even satisfaction. Third option is to become neutral, knowing that that condition cannot make you feel anything. That condition cannot be wrong or bad. That condition is what it is, and you accept it. You accept your part of it. You accept everything about the other people playing their roles, and you accept yourself fully for whatever you're feeling, knowing and having faith that you will be led to something more. You will be going with the flow, as you say. This is all happening all the time. You will never get to a state where you face an event that you initially think is wrong or bad and don't feel some negative emotion. But what is up to you is your ability to see through it and choose your own perspective. This is the great power that you have. In choosing higher perspectives, you will be creating a vibration of everything you want. We're not saying you won't be led into other manifestation events. We're saying you'll be led to discovering and remembering who you truly are. Once you remember your power in this reality, once you understand the illusion of separation is just that, an illusion, you'll be guided to who you could become, which is unknown. Who you could become, which is something no other human has ever become before. It would be unique to you, given the power and uniqueness of who you are in the non-physical. With the clarity to understand that the illusion is not true and that oneness is the only truth, your set of choices, decisions, actions will be elevated and effective, and your life will be transformed. Along the way, you will be processing fears. Fears all based in limiting beliefs that were never true. As you push past these fears, as you have experiences, as you see them as perfect, you will gain the information that fills in the holes of limiting beliefs and elevates you to new levels. From this point forward, you will be living life in an unimaginable way, a way that you couldn't perceive from any other perspective. And it will escalate exponentially, getting better, more exciting, more interesting, more satisfying. Everything you truly want is on the other side of your fears, because all of your fears are illusions. And with that, we'd like to talk to you about anything you'd like to talk about.